Blonde Blagyat featuring Invisimid. Created by yours truly, Cloudify Uchiha. How we meet. She saves our lives. This is a great first impression because it goes to show her heroic nature and that she's such a bombshell of a woman. She takes us out for a drink. This is also very important. I mean, I've never drunk any alcohol in my life, but it's probably super soothing to do something like that. And the fact that she is willing to share that experience with us says a lot about her character. She brings us up high to see a wonderful view. Now, some people are afraid of heights. Now, I'm afraid of heights, but you know, it's the thought that counts. And if I had a buff muscle mommy that would take me up on a billboard to see a wonderful view, and you know, she could fly, so she could just take me back down, I would be ecstatic. Lastly, but not least, she gives us a job. Okay, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. That's a great thing because regardless of what the media tries to teach us, having a job isn't actually so bad. And I know that's a hot take, but it's something that needed to be said. How we meet, quote unquote. She spies on us without us knowing that she was there because she can turn invisible. It's one thing to spy on someone and then they don't even know that you're spying on them. But the fact that you're abusing your power to turn invisible, and this also is another tangent, but she has to hold her breath to go invisible, right? And she has asthma. But tell me how, anytime she's spying on someone or eavesdropping, she has infinite stamina. She has infinite amount of breath to hold. A little inconsistent, but that's besides the point. She makes an unnecessary remark about our body. Like, you don't even know me. You're not even supposed to be here seeing me undressed, and you have the audacity to say, I have a dad bod? Well, screw you, Missy. You know, why don't you go look yourself in the mirror? Even though you're pretty cute, like, you can watch your mouth. And then she leaves. She leaves, okay? I know, like, why did I put here that she leaves? It's the fact that you don't say hi, no hello, no proper greeting. You just do these two things, and then you're out? Well, I'm out. My backstory. I played the demo of Dispatch far before it gained this amount of popularity. All I had to go by back then were character designs. I could immediately tell that Invisigal was bad and that we were meant to be. But the more I was exposed to her character and dialogue on the game's full release, I quickly realized that she was far from wife material. I used to even talk down on my current wife, Blonde Blazer, in order to lift up Invisigal. The pros versus the cons of dating Blonde Blazer. Now for the pros, she's bad, as in very pretty, not as in evil. And this is pretty self-explanatory, I don't even need to dig too deep into this. She's a hero. This is another thing. Invisigal is a villain trying to play hero without really even putting that much effort in. The rest of the Z team carries their weight. They show that they truly want to be a hero without you having to push them, you know? But Blonde Blazer is a natural born hero. That's the type of girl I want. She looks out for us. Again, this ties into her being a hero. She makes sure that we're a-okay, that we're good, okay? And she trusts us. If you choose to romance Blonde Blazer, she reveals her vulnerability towards you. She tells you that she doesn't really have this power within herself, that it comes from her amulet. She trusts you enough to tell you this. She also trusts you enough to give you the dispatching job to begin with. She's mature, very demure, very mindful, because Blonde Blazer, you know, it's not like you're dating some 14-year-old who's going through puberty, because that's how it feels when you're having a conversation with Invisigal, okay? Blonde Blazer is a woman. She's kind-hearted and nice to be around. Exactly what it says there. She's a kind soul. She's always has a smile on her face, and she's just the type of girl you want to be around. Now, the cons, right? She was kind of friendly with us while still in a relationship with Phenomena Man. Now, you know, some people may not even look at this as a con, but if I had to say that she had one flaw, it would be this. Like, even if she planned on breaking up with Phenomena Man, she still was with Phenomena Man at the time. So I don't think it was right for her to be as friendly as she was with us, but that's really it. Pros versus cons of Invisigal. She looks good. You know, that's a really good pro. In fact, that's one of the only pros people care about. She could be useful. She could be useful if she actually applied herself and actually listened to Robert like every other villain on the team does, or villain reformed hero does. The cons, okay? She's a stalker. She actually does quite a bit without consent, such as kissing you, such as touching you, such as spying on you. All she thinks and talks about is sex. Now this is exactly what it seems, okay? I don't want some potty mouth, rude woman talking about sex 24/7. Sure, it's something a lot of people like, but there's more to it than just that, Invisigal, and that's something you need to wrap your head around. She's untrustworthy and closed off. This is a complete 360 of Blonde Blazer. Yes, Blonde Blazer didn't immediately tell us her origin story when we very first met her, but Invisigal made it a entire requirement that we don't know anything about her. And later on in the series, we obviously find out why, but that just goes to show she's not upfront. She's not honest. Blonde Blazer never lies about anything. Invisigal can lie, she can steal, and even if she's trying to help us, she's not direct towards us with it because she's so closed off. She's impulsive and immature. Now, this is the complete opposite, once again, of Blonde Blazer. A lot of people were very shocked to find out she was 27. I was also shocked to find out that she was literally almost a decade older than me. Now, the reason I felt this way was because of all the cons I've listed beforehand. How can you do all of these things and be pushing 30? Like, come on, buddy. We have to change her. Otherwise, she won't change. This is the biggest problem, I feel like. Invisigal doesn't really want to be a hero. She wants Robert's attention, and if she's gonna get his attention by being a hero, she'll do that. If you don't give her attention, if you don't show her the same love and kindness you show to Blonde Blazer, if you don't give her exactly what she wants, if you don't do what she wants, if you don't agree to her advances, then she doesn't reform. She doesn't become a hero. She's not doing it for the right reasons. She's doing it for selfish reasons. And if you're becoming a hero for selfish reasons like that, then you're not really a hero. Every other member of the Z team is a reformed villain. Robert doesn't need to have a person-to-person private conversation with each member of the team because they want to do it. They want to be better. They want to be good. Invisigal is inherently very selfish. If you don't romance Blonde Blazer, what happens? Well, she doesn't force anything onto you. She remains kind and understanding. She still risked her life to save you from Shroud. Okay, she knew that she wasn't gonna win that fight, but she still put herself on the line to save you, with or without you being romantically involved with her. She's your best friend. Now, if you don't romance Invisigal, what happens? She still kisses you without consent. She becomes jealous of Blazer even if you do romance her. I can't stress this enough. Even if you do romance Invisigal, she still gets jealous over Blazer. She kills Shroud, denying you your revenge. This is, again, just very selfish on her part. She keeps countless secrets that harm you and the team, even if you do romance her. So even if you do romance her, the best you get is that she tells you her name is Courtney. Otherwise, there's still secrets that are kept hidden. She's still jealous of Blazer, and she's still overall a very selfish person. So, who's the clear option? Blonde Blagyot or Invisigal? The winner is Blonde Blazer. Subscribe. Why, you may be asking? Because I'm kind of cool. Actually, I think I'm really cool. I have elite ball knowledge, as some would say. And if you've watched this far, then the video must have been pretty peak, huh? But all jokes aside, I hope you guys liked the video and let me know if you want more.